Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I believe that for really everybody today isn't doing okay. And by the name of Jimmy Barty, and this is my YouTube channel where I share marvelous videos which are talking about personal development, how you can develop yourself. And most of people used to follow me. I do believe that for really they get something which is more important, and once they are following me daily, I do know that for real that can let them go forward, because you know that here we share one video per week. Every single week we share one video, but also every single week we share a short video. Then in 1 week, once you follow a video, a helpful video, I know that you can go forward just to start a week, with while having a good mindset. Here we make sure that we share a video which is more helpful. So now today also we're going to talk about the marvelous and good video. But before, guys, I would ask you to tell your friends and whoever you whom is following me to make sure that you are subscribing, share, comment, like, to get your friends also following this marvelous and more helpful video. So now here we go. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start by today while asking you one question. If I give you $1,000, what can you do? What can you use it? Maybe traveling, sleeping during 3 days, maybe going buying more good watches, maybe buying good shoes, maybe doing some more different. That's why I don't have much money, guys. Just once you want to have much money, you must train your mind how to use it. You must train your mind how to make sure that you are doing best things. Because in this world, once you want to do something, what starts is mindset. You know that if being rich could be found by working hard, construction, those people who rich could be the first richest. Do you know how they work? They really work hard. For really they have time of working. They don't even have time to pause themselves because they really work hard. They don't even have much more time. But those are people whom are poor in this world, whereas they do work hard. That's also, guys, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm now going to tell you 3 mindsets that rich people think and poor people think. It means I'm going to tell you the difference between mindset of people, of poor people, and mindset of rich people. So now here we go. The first one is that rich people trade money for time, but poor people trade time for money. I mean what? You know, being rich also is built by time. Now rich people know how to manage their time. They really take into consideration their time. They know the most important of time. You know that rich people let money work for them. And you know what? I will give you one example. So let's take the example that Jamie works at any company and he gets $5,000 per month. And Jack works at any company and he gets $5,000. Once I asked you the question, but Jamie works 4 hours per day, but Jack works 10 hours per day. Among those two people, who's the most rich? Some people will tell me they are all equal, but let me tell you that they are two different. Because also time is the most important thing. Time also is the most important thing that we can have in this life. That's why once you wanna go forward, you've got to make sure that you are letting time also money work for you. Because once you have enough time, then you can go forward. I one day asked a boy. The boy told me that he is more busy. He doesn't even have time to think. He doesn't even have time to breathe. And I asked him why, and he told me that writing messages, on emails, different things, girlfriends, and other more people. And I told him, you are busy to most of people, but you don't think about yourself in the future. Just also here, you've got to be more wise how you manage your time. You've got to make sure that for real you are managing your time very good, because once you manage your time better, I do know that for real things can be good. And let me tell you something. if the money you have today, once you can get sick and don't again be successful, and then once you stop working, also money starts increasing, know that for really now you don't have anything. You've got to do your best and make sure that you are going forward, and make sure that money is working for you, no matter how you can be asleep, no matter how you are sleeping tonight. You make sure that money is working for you. Let me tell you something. When we reach in the period of Corona, most people they work starts, but most of people also are new workers opened. You know why? They're different mindset. Or what have been working there is only mindset. Most of people create different jobs on on social media, but others they became poor during that period. You know the different mindset. Also, you've got to let your mind be open. That's why I told you that I used to tell you that you've got to make sure that you are following different videos, because it will open your mindset and then you will go forward. So now let's talk about the second one. Rich people see problems as opportunities, and poor people see problems like how can I say it? But I believe that you understood. You know that rich people see problems like opportunities, but okay, now rich people see problems like opportunities, but poor people see problems like as excuses. Now they excuse themselves while saying, yes, this now I have an excuse of doing this, of stopping working, of doing different more things. But now here you go. You've got to make sure that for really you know about this. Once you meet with the problem, you've got to make sure that you know how to get the solution on that problem. Because you know what? Once you wanna go forward, I sure tell you that we'll meet with more different problems. But something which is more important there is to know how to manage the problem. Because let me tell you that the heavier the problem is, the more likely you are. The heavier the problem is, the more good solutions you are going to get in front. But let me tell you that fewer people are only like to see easy things. But let me tell you that easy things create laziness. Now, once you don't want to be among those para people, you've got to see once you meet a problem, you know that it's a new door, it's an opportunity. You know, you think about how resolving, how getting the solution or the problem. Now get there, I believe that you can go forward once you are in that kind of part. Once you meet with the problem and know how to get the solution of that problem, and then there your mindset opened. You know, sometimes you can't go forward without meeting some problems. I try to ask more different successful people. If they went forward while only knowing how to get the solution of their problems. You know what? We couldn't be where we are today if somebody couldn't get the problem of knowing how to open a new an application of YouTube. Now that was the problem, and then he got the solution. That's why you are listening to me today. That was but he thought about this, and what that was the problem that you could get the solution of. That's also you've got to make sure that you are thinking hard. Once you have a new idea, once you are thinking about opening a new business, let me tell you that you will have more different problems. You will have problems for money, getting a field, more different things. And then you will, now that will send you to know how to think bigger. And if it's a serious business, now we not think bigger. But if it's the hardest one, the biggest one, now also you will have to think big and know how to get the solution. That's also, once you meet a problem, you've got to make sure that you've got to know that that's an opportunity, not an excuse to let you doing some more different things. The third one, rich people control things for long term. To me, they think for long terms, but poor people see for short terms how to live today. I mean, rich people only, they build different jobs while thinking forward, while thinking about something which is going to make even their whole life. But poor people, if they have the life for living only today, now that's enough. but rich people see forward. They don't look for being rich today, but they look for being rich forever. Even if they can work out, but they create things that will work for them in their whole life. Even if they will have 60 years, the same thing will still be work for them. But you know, the problem is that here in Africa, you see people have money, but only for today, only for a few years. But rich people, they create business that will work for them. No matter how things can be, their business will still working for them. That's also why you've got to think for long terms, not for short term. And I believe that for really, that will help you. I thank you so much. And I believe that you are going to subscribe here. And I believe that this is the most helpful video. If you don't jump it, I believe that for real you're going to be helped. Thank you so much. I believe that for real you're going to share it. May God bless you. Thank you so much.